Hello and welcome to the 32nd day of the coding process. And in today's video, we will be fixing one issue with this car, or I guess it's a tank. Don't pay attention to those falling things. At the moment, when we get going, of course it doesn't do it when I'm trying to demonstrate it, but the car will start going too fast and just flip over, which is not what we want. So we are going to fix that. Maybe wondering how we are going to. And well, I do actually know. We are going to be adding a center of mass to the tank and adding wheel, like actual wheel things to it. Because if you look right now, the wheels are not circular. And they could be getting caught, and that's what could be causing the flipping, which it's not because of just how insanely heavy I made my tank, but we're going to pretend it as if if that is an issue. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with wondering what I was looking up for, and then adding wheel collider. So a wheel collider is indeed what we need. I'm going to go ahead and swap this to like 2D mode, and then drag myself up right here, zoom in a bit, just so that I can get the correct view these wheels. And then I'm going to go ahead and do these one at a time because it'll just be easier that way, I think. Oh, what did I do? All right, so we will raise the wheel collider upwards once I figure out how the hell I can do that. All right, 15 seems good. Mass, it doesn't need mass. Radius, 0.9. Oh, damn. Hold on. I wasn't expecting that to like, ooh, that's good. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do that. All right, so 0.9 and 0.15. Go ahead and go to all these. Radius, 0.9, height, 0.15. And there we go. Now, the next thing we're going to want to do is just take our tank view and just to raise it up just a little bit, just because the wheels might have been clipping into the ground, and I just don't want them to be. I don't think that's really necessary, but doesn't matter. And now we are going to want to... We could add the center of mass, but I'm first just going to make sure this works, obviously, because if it doesn't work. It works perfectly, as you can tell. Can we back down in the ground? Will it work if it's back in the ground? Huh. Um, See, this is why you test things, because I would have added the center of mass and been even more confused. And you know what I think it might be? I close the environment. I think it might be this front angle, which I don't know why it's here. I genuinely have no idea what the purpose of this front angle is. It's not even centered. I'm just gonna turn off the collider and just see if that possibly fixes it. If not, then I actually have a problem. Huh. I can... My... The tank just did a jump. Okay, so I think that did solve one issue, but I think that the tank is possibly... Oh, wait, nope. I was wrong. I think that the wheels might be... Oh, it's clipping into the ground right there. Back over. Okay, I need to start that. All right, we're going to try and look at this. We're going to try and look at it. All right. The colliders are all slightly in the ground. If we turn it, why is it doing that? It just randomly decides to bounce. You know, I'll go ahead and add the center of mass. I just realized that this could totally be because of the center of mass. I'm also going to go ahead and add this front angle back just for now, since I don't actually know why it's there. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. I didn't do the center of mass. There was an ambulance and a fire truck that down the street in my neighborhood, and I wanted to see why. I have no idea why. So, all right. Anyways, we are going to add the center of mass, and you may wonder what that means. And if you do, I'm gonna call you stupid. Anyways, we are going to want to layer RB. I've been hearing. Still don't know what it means. Anyways, sen mass. I really wish that the code would like the color stuff that it's supposed to do. Center of mass. There we go. Dot transform. Probably spelled right. Dot position. That thingy, not that thing. All right, there we go. Center of mass does not actually exist. If the code was the IED was working properly, it would tell me, hey, this doesn't exist. So what we are going to do is make a serialized field, which I'm actually just going to go ahead and copy for the serialized field. Make a serialized field. Not right here. Make a serialized field. Then project base for mass. And you may be like, if you know what you're looking at, you may be like, well, what you don't have the game object would be correct. I forgot to make one. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, it doesn't matter. What we're gonna want to do is create an empty game object and call it mass. What? Why did I do that? Mass. Center of mass, and then off of it, and then we are going to it's not in the ground. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't in the ground. And then we will go on here, and as you see, center of mass is nothing. Center of mass is now center of mass. And if that was a bit confusing, I can just go ahead and summarize it right now. This line of code makes the center of mass, and this line of code defines what the center of mass is. And now this is our center of mass, and that's why it's inside of the tank. Now, if we hit play, I don't think having a center of mass at the bottom is going to help that much. Okay, I don't think wheels are supposed to work like this, and I can't turn. So let's go ahead and move our center of mass. We'll go ahead and go like this. Hit Q so that we can 2D mode. W again. Then we are going to Control Z. We're gonna bump this guy up 1.5, boom in the center, and then we're actually gonna put him towards the back a bit as well. I don't know. Just because I did. Don't ask me why. Okay, so that doesn't work. That's pretty funny. Let's go ahead and just try that one more time. Uh, try moving. Nope. All right, let's try getting rid of that front angle, then trying. Just see if that works. Okay, so the front angle doesn't seem to do anything, actually. It's the wheels. Wheel dampening rate, suspension distance. None of this stuff existed in the guy in the tutorials. None of these suspension stuffs that didn't exist. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set the suspension, the spring to 0, because I'm assuming that's what's messing up is the spring. Okay, so I mean, somewhat worked. Um, not really. I don't quite understand why it's doing this. Huh. Is it because this is on 2 overlapping pieces? I think that could possibly be it because it's on 2 overlapping roads. Well, if you thought that, you were wrong. All right, let's go ahead and set the spring. Spring is still 0 on you. Z. Haha, spring is the same on all of them. All right, so you are going to have to give me one moment while I figure out what the hell is wrong. Alrighty, so I went ahead and took the first result on Google and I trust it with my life. If everything works correctly, it should work. Oh my gosh, it works so well. I can drive backwards. Oh, I think it was just stuck. Hold on. I think the car might have just been stuck in the ground. Yeah, it works. I mean, the center of mass doesn't, but it does. All right, so if you're wondering what the hell could possibly fix um all of that, well, the thing that fixed it was increasing the weight. I set it to 1,500 because if I go to the Unity thing, it says set the mass to 1,500 because it's a suitable weight for the wheel collider's default suspension. All right, and the center of mass, I think I might center her. I don't exactly know what I need to do to make it stay on the ground, but I need to figure that out. um, but yeah, I didn't change anything with the wheel colliders. I just added more mass. I times the mass by like 15, I think. I don't know. I had 100, so it was add a 0 and double. So I just did that with the horsepower. Or it was add a 0 and half. So I just did that with the horsepower. Excuse me, work please. When I ask you to work, please do. All right, so it's working. The wheels look good. It does start going really fast. So I'm gonna take this front angle off again, just because I did see that it was like colliding with stuff. Car floating. Yes. That might be part of the reason it's like that. Okay. Boop. It on the surface. Then let's try move it from here. Ah, no. God dang it, hold on. Give me another try. Yep. And then if we turn it, it still does like the same thing. It's gonna go hit back up there. But that doesn't matter at the moment. I don't remember what I was doing. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Um, that was it. That was it for this little part. I gotta go watch videos again to figure out what to do next. But before I do that, I actually do want to test putting center of mass almost all the way at the bottom, just seeing if that works. Oh yeah. But in the center of mass at the bottom stops it from doing that. And then if I actually add drag, which it did not tell me to. It did not tell me to add drag, but if I add drag, will it make it go slower? Because I want it to go slower, but like differently. Okay, so that might have been a little bit too much drag. I don't exactly know how this drag works. I've literally never touched it, so let's try one. And if this doesn't work, I'll go ahead and watch the video. Oh, hey. That actually works pretty well. I'm gonna set the, yeah, we still have that problem. We can fix that problem by adding like is on ground. If it's on the ground, you can add force. If it's not on the ground, don't add force. Which I actually think is what we're adding next. I'm not sure though. Let's go ahead and take this drag off. Supposed to be on there. I just wanted to test it. Save the project, and I'll be back. Alrighty, so there's a decent amount of stuff that I gotta add. Not too much stuff, but I am also now constrained for time again. My favorite. The giant storm heading my way, so I gotta finish this before we lose power. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start this by adding, go into assets, was it? Game object. Was it a 3D object? Yes. Add a text mesh pro. Import it because, well, we don't have one. You'll see what it is in a second. And hit F to focus. What? That's not what I wanted. That's not what's supposed to happen. Get out of here. Delete. I add a text message. What is wrong? Where's the big screen? When I do that, there's supposed to be a giant screen that appears. If I hit play, what's it gonna do? Can't even see it. So this is the screen. Why did it make it so small? Why did it make the screen so small? That's never what it's done before. I'm actually a bit confused. Hold on. Alrighty. I don't really know why it did all that, but it's working now. We got the canvas, which took me really far away, so you're gonna have to give me a moment to zoom back in. There we go. And oh, what was that? Oh, okay. New text. We're gonna move new text up here. We're gonna change text to be sure, I'll figure out how to spell that in a second. And we'll put this as speed. Whatever that thing is, I'm pretty sure it's a colon. Speed colon. And don't need anything in the event thing. We're gonna center this in the top left. This looks fine to me. I just want it a little bit left. There we go. That's good. And now on to actually adding the code. Okay, so we're going to start by typing using, it's was it TM Pro? I'm like 30% sure it's TM Pro. That's TM Pro. TM Pro. Here we go. Control S. We semicolon. Go. Now we are going to need speed. So we're actually going to comma out speed. And we are also going to get rid of the value because speed will be, it's going to get calculated. And we are also going to need to get us. We are also going to need to get that Text Mesh Pro. Control C, B. So we are going to need it. And it Pro G I B. Then there. And if you're wondering how I spelled it right this time, I actually have speedometer written down right here. Uh, I just wasn't looking at it when I wrote it earlier. I'll fix it in a minute, but text. That. There we go. Control S. Now, in the update method, go ahead and go here. And now we speed equals math F. Wish it was that so I could auto dot round dot round a layer RB dot velocity dot magnitude was it. And then we're actually going to, this is going to be in miles per hour. So if you don't know miles per hour, sucks to be 2, 7, F. I also wrote down that. There was no way I was going to remember that. I do, however, remember this. I might as well just write it down. It's times, I'm pretty sure it was 0.6 kilometers per hour. So if I do want it to be in kilometers per hour, I can put it there, but I don't. I don't know. All right, speedometer text dot set x. Then this, and if you're confused, don't worry. So am I. Don't worry, I'll explain. The can't remember what this is called, but plus adding stuff. The plus. This isn't all supposed to be in the text. There plus hour because it's in miles per hour. Miles per hour is better. Save. And now we will actually change this to say speedometer. because why not? I literally just uh, I'm so smart. Whatever. And we're also just gonna go ahead and change this a bit, just so that there's consistency too. But now we have this. Blah de blah doesn't contain stuff. Send error message. Blah de blah blah. Never mind. Something is actually wrong. Uh-oh. Does not. Whoops. Does not contain a definition for text and no accessible extension method set text first text message. You missing a direct or assembly reference. Does one of my lines of code not contain an ending? Possible. Tell me. Stupid. Let me give me 1 second to look over my code really quick. I'll be right back. All right, I found what I think is the issue. I did not capitalize the S in set text. I have not checked if that was the issue, actually. I did not. Yep, it is. Okay. Pretty sure I need to define it. Yep, speedometer text. Speedometer. Go. Now if I hit play, you should see speed and miles per hour. Go. Um, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Hold on. Is it stuck in the ground? It's not stuck in the ground. Crap. Oh, the speed is set to... Wait, no, that's what the speed is supposed to be. We use horsepower now, not speed. Right? Transform speed, horsepower. Yeah, we don't use speeds. So why'd you break? What did I do to you? Oh, okay, so it just didn't want to at the moment. That's fine. But we have miles per hour now. And as you can see, I can accelerate very quickly. I'm now traveling at less than 500 now. Now it's over 500. I'm just going to get it to 1,000. And 1,000 miles per there. Whatever. All right, we now have a very basic speedometer, which might not be too impressive. I am also going to just because I want the speed to be like that. Can I knock down the miles per hour? No. Let's see. Okay, so it just really just doesn't like working sometimes. I honestly have no idea why it's deciding not to work some of these times. Is it because it's in the Text Mesh Pro? It shouldn't be. No. Um, is it because of the center of mass being too low or something along the line? It is not. It's just plain stuck. But if I hit play again, will it work? Yes. Okay, so I don't know why that happens, but we can now accelerate insanely quickly. We're gonna need to add distance, obviously, because I don't think I should be able to drive that fast. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Yeah, should I explain that code? It's this code, this math rounding thing is just making these even numbers instead of just like a bunch of decimal points. Like if I got rid of that, there'd be tons of decimals. I have to get the velocity of my tank, which It'll just give you, if you have the rigid body, the computer just knows, but we have to multiply it by this number to get it to be miles per hour, and this speed plus miles per hour gives us a um that just means that this speed is going to go into where it says, and then whatever the speed is calculated by this is also going to go in it, and it's also going to say miles per hour. Yeah, that's it. Just go ahead and close that, and close that. I don't know what that is. Oh God, yes. Um, bye.